Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes. Big news, of course, it's big news. That's why I'm here at this time of the day. And you'd be you'd be interested in knowing that Mauricio Pochettino. You might have already read the headline and must be wondering what's happening. And just wanted to let you know that Chelsea and just be interested in knowing that Mauricio Pochettino already read the headline and must be wondering what's happening. And just wanted to yeah. So Mauricio Pochettino and Chelsea have parted company. It's just broken in the last months. And I mean, given Chelsea were where they were and now where they are, it's a big surprise for me that this thing has happened. Chelsea, against all the odds, finished sixth in the Premier League table. They will at worst get Europa Conference League, which didn't look likely at the start of the season. And given that this news has come out just uh, just a day after the 2 days after the Premier League season has finished, is a big surprise for me, and I'm sure for many Chelsea fans as well. And yeah, I mean, not sure what to make of it. I'm as we go on, we'll try and make the head and tails of it. And because this thing has caught me a bit by surprise. And yes, it's not April Fool's Day. It's uh, it's uh, it's what 21st of 21st May. And yeah, I mean, Mauricio Pochettino in one of his interviews ago had mentioned that him getting sacked by Chelsea is not the only option. They could decide that they could decide. I mean, he could decide to leave Chelsea as well. And lo and behold, this is what has happened. Maybe this was this was this was wait a second. Because in my hurry, I have made a small sort of a mistake. Yeah. So, yeah, in the in one of his earlier press conferences, Mauricio Pochettino had indicated that he might move on from Chelsea of his own accord. And this is what has happened. The club has released a statement. I'll be going over that statement now as soon as I can find it. So there are various aspects of this news that has just broken an hour or so ago. And you know, given that Chelsea finished with such a brilliant form that uh, that that I mean, I'm struggling to get my words out. I don't know where to begin. So let's and yeah, so so I mean, because there are a lot of things going on as well. Manchester United have sort of made a blunder, but let's stick to this uh, this uh, this this news that club statement put out earlier. Um, so before just in case it loads, so this is the statement that Chelsea have put out. It's, Chelsea FC can confirm that the club and Mauricio Pochettino have mutually agreed to part ways. Sporting directors Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley said, "On behalf of everyone at Chelsea, we would like to express our gratitude to Mauricio for his service this season. He will be welcome back to Stamford Bridge at any time, and we wish him all the best in his future coaching career." Mauricio Pochettino said, "Thank you to the Chelsea ownership group and sporting directors for the opportunity to be part of this football club's history. The club is now well positioned to keep moving forward in the Premier League and Europe in the years to come." Um, Mauricio Pochettino's assistants have also left the club, that is Hills Perez, Miguel de Agostino, Tony Jimenez, and Sebastian Pochettino. And the club will make no further comment. And the 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 search for the new manager begins at Chelsea and at Stamford Bridge. At Stamford Bridge. That's the world of football. Anything can break anytime. Anything can happen anytime, and that's what's happened with Chelsea. There's there is Roberto De Zerbi that is available. First, looking at it from Chelsea's point of view, then we'll probably, if the time permits, we'll come back. We'll be back with the with the Pochettino's point of view, how the fans might react, how others might react, and then we'll see where it takes us. And because this is I mean really big news as far as Chelsea are concerned, and yeah, Chelsea are since Abramovich took over. They've been competing for the titles. They've been winning Champions Leagues. They've been uh, yeah. So not easy going live instantly. Some things to be set up. So yeah, I mean uh, Chelsea big player in the Premier League, and this news certainly has hit me over the last couple of months. Chelsea, uh, in fact, in the second half of the season, have been the fourth best side in the Premier League in the second half of the season. And given that this news has come out, it it's certainly something that you know needs delver deep in deeping delver deeping delver. I don't know what I'm getting my words mixed up. It certainly requires delving deeper into the whole issue because Chelsea will, as I said, will at least almost certainly finish in the Europa Conference League, and that is dependent on how the things pan out in the FA Cup final. If Manchester United win, then Chelsea finish in the Europa Conference League. Chelsea by by the expectations, I think they have done really well in the Premier League season. Yes, they weren't in Europe. They qualified. They reached the semi-final of the FA Cup where they lost to Manchester City, and it was a controversial match. Maybe Manchester City didn't deserve to go through because Chelsea certainly should have had a penalty. There was a strong case for a handball by Jack Grealish, and uh, and in the FA Cup final, they were they perhaps weren't the best team, but they could have they could have they could have they could have won. Liverpool had put out the kids, and I thought for a manager that for a manager that wasn't a universal choice at Stamford Bridge. I thought Pochettino did well, especially in the last few matches. They thumped Everton 6-0. 6-0. They beat Manchester United coming back late. They who did they beat 5-0? They lost to Arsenal 5-0, but they uh, they drew with Chelsea two matches back to back, and it. I mean, I thought going into next season, if someone was going to give Manchester City a run for their money, it was probably going to be uh, Chelsea, because Pochettino would have gotten his philosophy across to his players. He would have gotten some leeway into the transfer window. But this news has certainly been a bit and yeah. I mean, as I read out statement, two names popped out to me. That Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley. These are the two. These are the two sporting directors at Chelsea, and their tenure at Chelsea has been marred by a lot of things where I mean, I'm not really sure if that is something to do that has something to do with the uh, with the with the you know uh, Mauricio Pochettino deciding to move on, or Chelsea deciding to move on. There's Because, as I said uh, a few weeks ago, Chelsea had sorry, Pochettino had said that he'd be considering his future, or that his future wasn't certain, that he'd be staying on at Chelsea, and now it has happened. Chelsea now, if let's count it through, Chelsea are now looking at what, their fourth or fifth manager since the sacking of Thomas Tuchel, or at least since this new ownership under Clear Lake Capital, that is Todd Boehly, Vedad Iqbali. These two guys have come in, and and uh, and uh, and I mean, Thomas Tuchel, he got sacked. Graham Potter, he got sacked. That's two. Then came Frank Lampard. Bruno was in charge for one game, I guess, and then and then in came Pochettino. So Frank Lampard came in as well. So five different managers, and now they are looking for the sixth manager in uh, in what in about 2 years time. That is, I mean, a bit if you ask me for a team like Chelsea, because this is too much flux, too much change that has been going on, and that has been going on, and I mean, Chelsea. Various journalists are reporting that Chelsea are now looking for a younger manager. Who will they go for? I don't know. There are plenty of names available. Ruben Amorim, maybe. I don't know whether he decides to stay at Sporting Lisbon or not. Uh, then there is Roberto De Zerbi who has moved on. I'm pretty sure they won't be going back for Thomas Tuchel, uh, will they be going in for will they be going on for going for David Moyes? I don't certainly think so. Julian Nagelsmann has committed his future to German football team, and who else? Who else could they go for? They could have gone for Arne Slot if decision had been made. I mean, who else could they go for? I mean, nothing comes to mind instantly. The last Brighton manager they went for didn't particularly work out in Graham Potter, and 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 Roberto De Zerbi, even though he's available in the market, it could be, it could be, it could be considered that Chelsea have been already beaten once, so maybe they'll be shy this time. So it remains to be seen what happens. From Pochettino's point of view, it's last two of his jobs. That is Chelsea as well as PSG. They haven't ended all too well for him. Uh, I mean, I'm saying all too well because and 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 yeah, I mean, PSG was basically sacked. Everyone wins the Liga. When he was the manager, there was a time when Lille won the league, and then there was a time when uh, PSG weren't doing well. So I mean, taking Chelsea to sixth in the Premier League has I'm pretty sure by most of the clubs it would be seen as positive. Maybe Pochettino next can be the new Bayern Munich manager. Vincent Company has been linked with the job, but remains to be seen if he does take that job or not. Manchester United perhaps could look at Pochettino. Eric Ten Hag has been under a bit of pressure. He's not been doing that well. And will Pochettino and others get what they want at Manchester United under Jim Ratcliffe? Money is going to be tight there as well. The the control over transfers, that thing is not going to be easy for Poch as well. And you know, it's hard to decide who. I mean, the what has been put out, as I said, is that the two clubs, the two parties, that is Pochettino as well as Chelsea, have both decided to, you know, part company amicably. It's not as if someone has been sacked or something like that. It's it's mutual parting of ways. Not sure. I'm. I hope I'm not missing out on something that is not catching the eye or is not available to general public, and it remains to be seen what comes out. A lot of people earlier in the season, criticized Pochettino for his way of playing, him being a former Tottenham manager, kind of a big rivals of Chelsea in terms of a London club, etc., hasn't helped matters either. So all of those things, all of those things haven't helped Pochettino, and maybe some of it did get to him. And for this news to come out so early can be read as a good sign as well as something else as well, because now Chelsea have what good what I'd say 6 weeks to find a successor. There are plenty of good names out there, decent names. I'd say they could quite conceivably go for Vincent Company. Why not? He's shown that with good players he can play a brand of football that may be um, a core Chelsea ultra, let's call it, would like, and yeah. So it's up to Todd Boehly and Bedad Iqbali, who aren't who aren't uh, you know uh, who aren't best of terms right now. I have to be careful with the way I say things, because you never know what might happen. And uh, this thing can can turn sideways, or you know. So Todd Bowley, his spell, just when you thought that the the Chelsea ship was going swimmingly, it has slightly kind of hit the buffers, because now you are again starting. The manager who comes in might not like the players. So in a way, you could say that it's been a bit disastrous, and his tenure, his spell, he spent ton of money. There is there's that case of PSR rules as well, where Chelsea might have to sell players. So this is another thing that Chelsea will have to look into, or the fans, Chelsea fans, will have to look into how is it that uh, a manager that had done so well is now leaving. Whether it is down to the financial fair play and not being able to spend money, those photo deals, etc., is are they coming back to bite Chelsea? Mauricio Pochettino, of course, would have wanted to go for the trophies, but maybe the owners said no, no, thank you, and Chelsea then had to you know had to make a decision, and that decision by both parties is looks like that Chelsea have parted company with Pochettino. Who? I mean, what else? I mean, what other perspective could be there? We've already looked at the candidates that might be in the running. My hunch is that if Eric Ten Hag gets sacked, he could be someone who could be considered. Personally, think Vincent Company would be a good fit for Chelsea, even though he's been relegated. Liverpool have gone to Arne Slot. Pep Guardiola, of course, isn't leaving, and um, so they'll have to think about it. Uh, there might be few good names out there. Ruben Amorim uh, could be uh, could be could be considered by Chelsea, and I don't know, I mean, mutually parting company is fine, but do you have a plan, or maybe you were left with no choice? But Chelsea once again, before the preseason, with Euros, with the transfer window, PSR, etc. It certainly is a lot to get right in such a short amount of time. It certainly won't be easy for Chelsea. It certainly won't be easy for Chelsea to you know to get everything right just before the what do you call next season, that is the 2024-25 season. As I said, they'll be involved in Europe in certainly in some sort of capacity, and yeah, I mean, it's it's uh, it's certainly will be tough. What next? The fans were not always on Pochettino's side. They they uh, they they I don't think they ever got over the fact that Pochettino was a former Tottenham manager, and his allegiances with the club, their London rival, and Tottenham. Sorry, Pochettino saying that and Pochettino saying that he loves Tottenham on the eve of the game against Spurs wouldn't have gone down as well. I mean, too well with the Chelsea faithful. So I'm sure there were a lot of reasons, but I was of the opinion that Chelsea would have, Chelsea fan would have gotten round to the idea that yeah, I mean, let's get on with it. It's professional football. Uh, there's nothing that is that. Not sure how much it played its part, but it was what it was. I mean, Chelsea now have to decide who comes in. There will be other decisions that need to be taken as well, and it certainly won't be easy for everybody at Chelsea Football Club, and starting again with with a new manager will certainly be tough, and and new manager will be certainly be tough. So I don't know where to go, but with this and let's end this video, and then we'll 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 look at it from a different point of view, from of different lens, maybe later, but certainly for now it looks like not looks like, but almost certain that Chelsea have parted company with the Pochettino, and let's see what happens, and and what happens next. So I'll see you in my next few videos. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye for now. I'll see you in my next few videos. Till then, take care, stay safe.